The courtroom was already tense that morning. A young teenage boy, hoodie up, phone in hand, chewing gum, walked in like he owned the place. He didn't care about the rules. He didn't care about anyone. Moments earlier, he had been pulled over for reckless driving and talking back to a police officer. But what really shocked everyone wasn't the ticket. It was his attitude. As the officer explained what happened, the teen laughed. He rolled his eyes and said something under his breath that made the entire courtroom gasp. Judge Caprio glanced at him. Not with anger, but with quiet disappointment. And that silence was louder than any shout. The officer stood at the witness table, calm, respectful, tired. He wasn't there for revenge. He was there because he believed in doing what's right. He spoke about how the teen nearly ran a red light, how he cursed at him, and how he mocked the badge. The young man didn't seem to care. He leaned back, laughed, and whispered to his friend sitting in the back row. The audience looked uncomfortable. This wasn't just about a ticket anymore. This was about respect. Judge Caprio sat quietly listening. His eyes followed every move, every smirk. And when the officer finished speaking, Caprio took a deep breath, a sign everyone in the courtroom recognized. Something powerful was coming. Judge Caprio finally spoke. He didn't shout. He didn't scold. He just asked the boy one question. "Do you think respect is earned or given?" The teen shrugged. "Doesn't matter," he muttered. Caprio leaned forward, his voice calm but full of weight. "You see that man standing there?" he said, motioning toward the officer. "He's been protecting this city for over 20 years. Every day he risks his life for strangers, even for kids like you." The courtroom grew still. Caprio's tone was gentle, but it cut through the boy's pride like glass. "You may think this is just a ticket," he said softly, "but what you really broke was respect, something that takes a lifetime to earn." The teen's smirk started to fade. For the first time, his eyes lifted to meet Judge Caprio's. Something shifted. The arrogance melted into shame. The camera pans to the officer, who just nods quietly, forgiving without a word. Caprio then says something no one expected. "I'm dismissing your fine, but I'm giving you a different kind of sentence." The courtroom waited, breath held. He told the teen to spend a weekend volunteering at the local police community program. Not as punishment, but as a chance to understand. "You'll see what real service looks like," he said. "And maybe then you'll learn that respect isn't weakness, it's strength." A few weeks later, the teen returned to court. Different this time. His posture was straight. His phone stayed in his pocket. He looked at the officer and quietly said, "Thank you." The entire courtroom softened. Judge Caprio smiled gently. "You didn't just pay your fine," he said. "You earned something more valuable, your character." The audience erupted in quiet applause, not for punishment, but for transformation. The boy walked out, not the same person who had walked in. In a world where pride often speaks louder than kindness, it takes one moment of truth and one judge's compassion to remind us what real respect means. Fade-out shot of Judge Caprio adjusting his glasses, looking reflective. Warm sunlight filters through the courtroom window. If this moment touched your heart and reminded you that respect still matters, then subscribe for more real stories of justice, compassion, and humanity. With Judge Caprio,